Karen was screaming so loud the horses backed off the fence line. Why? Because I was putting up a fence on my own land. She dialed 911, demanding they remove this man immediately. But when the deputy pulled up and saw my badge, her face turned to pure panic. Yet Karen had no idea. I am the sheriff. See, I bought this 80-acre ranch 2 years ago outside town limits. Quiet land, private lake, old barn, everything a man could want. But a mile down the dirt road, that's where the trouble lived. The HOA. The day I moved in, Karen, president of the HOA, drove straight up in her shiny Tesla, heels clicking on gravel. Karen, you'll need to remove that barbed wire and submit fencing plans to the HOA board. I looked at her deadpan. Ma'am, this is not part of your subdivision. She scoffed. We'll see what the board says. A week later, I got a letter from the HOA, $500 fine for unauthorized fence installation, $200 fine for non-compliant livestock structure, $100 fine for visual disruption. They fined me for my barn. So I called. No answer. Called again, straight to voicemail. So I drove down to their fancy gated neighborhood. Karen was in her garden, pruning flowers in an overpriced tracksuit. Me, ma'am, this land ain't under your jurisdiction. You can't keep fining me. She smirked. Oh, honey, we make the rules around here. Then came the real kicker. I started building a new fence line around my property for horses. Karen stood at the edge of the road filming with her phone. An hour later, flashing lights. A sheriff's deputy pulls up, hand on his belt. Deputy, sir, we got a complaint that you're erecting a barrier on public land. I wiped the sweat off my brow, reached into the cooler, handed the deputy a water, then I pulled my badge out from under my flannel. I am the sheriff, and this ain't public land. Want to see the deed? Deputy, chuckling. No, sir, I believe you. Karen's jaw hit the gravel. After that, I had zero mercy. I installed an 8-foot privacy fence along the shared road, blocked their lake view, filed a cease and desist on HOA correspondence. Then I took it further. I petitioned the county to review all HOA easement claims. Guess what? Half their walking paths, illegally placed. And the best part, when Karen tried to argue at the county hearing, she called me just some rude landowner. The room fell silent. I stood up, uniform crisp, badge shining. Satisfying tone. Ma'am, I'm not just a landowner, I'm the sheriff of this entire county, and this hearing is over. Her face beat red. HOA lost every right to oversee property outside their gate. They tried one last power play, filed a civil complaint. Judge threw it out in 3 minutes. Narrator, calm. You can build fences. You can build rules. But if you build them on my land, you better know who you're messing with. If you've ever had to deal with power-hungry Karens or corrupt HOAs, hit that like button. Share this story with someone who needs to hear it. And comment below. What would you do if Karen tried this on your land?